mania. Think let's see it grow. Like a ride, oh. Not easily offended. Know how to let it go. From a mess to the masses. Listomania.
Alright guys, me again. Got another anticipated video for you. This one's going to be the top 15 anticipated albums to come out this year. What am I looking forward to? We'll see. Some of my favorite bands have something on the slate for this year, so let's get into it. Number 15 is going to be coming out March 8th, release date set, for R.E.M's Collapse Into Now. While I haven't liked them as much as I liked their music back in the late 80s, early 90s, they have been pretty consistent and pretty solid so far in the new millennium as well. So I'm certainly looking forward to seeing how they're evolving and what they're coming out with next. Should be pretty damn good. Number 14 is Hollywood Undead's American Tragedy. They broke out on the scene a few years ago with Swan Songs. I liked it. It was really different, really unique. Now they've gotten rid of a band member. So, you know, you might have heard the story of a snitch and all this other stuff with Deuce that has going on. I don't know how the evolution's going to be, but their new song sounds really good, Hear Me Now. So go on their site, listen to that. It sounds really awesome. Not sure, they haven't really set a date. It's going to be called American Tragedy. I can't wait to see what they do without Deuce. Number 13 is Rush, Clockwork Angels. Been waiting for this for a while. It was supposed to come out last year. It did not. It's supposed to come out this year. Don't know if it's going to. No date set. Nothing set for it. But they really need to come up with something because their last album, Snakes and Arrows, wasn't all that great. So they need to do something for the fans and see if they can get back to the superstardom that they were at back in the early 80s, late 70s, around there. Alright, so number 12 is a band that recently got back together. Gavin Rossdale, back with Bush, and they're going to have a new album coming out in the fall, supposedly. They do have a new single out, so listen to that, look it up on YouTube. The name's escaping me. Pretty good song, though. Not their greatest effort, but certainly looking forward to seeing what they come out with on a whole album. Number 11, Rev Theory's Justice. This is going to be coming out February 15th. Their lead single, Justice, sounds really good. They're going on tour, so check out for them. They're going on tour with Hail the Villain, who I really liked their debut album, and Pop Evil, who I really liked their debut album. So check that out. Go out and support those guys. Take a listen. It's really good. It sounds like sort of like a Shinedown type of sound to them. Also, number 10. I've been waiting for this forever. A new Bloodhound Gang album. It's called Getting Laid on a School Bus. It says early 2011. You don't know what the hell that means. Early 2011 could be May for all we know. But Bloodhound Gang, it's been a while. Altogether Ookie on their Show Me the Hits album was really cool. So I want to see more of this dirty, nasty band kicking it, showing us what they can do. Number 9. A lot of people hate this band. I don't at all. It's supposed to be coming out in the fall. It's Nickelback's new CD. I cannot wait to see what they do. Dark Horse was alright, but they want to go back to things that they've done on All the Right Reasons. A little more heavier, a little more raw, and I can't wait to hear that. Number 8, been waiting for this for ages. Blink-182 got back. Where the hell is the CD? Well, it's supposed to come out May or June-ish of this year. We'll see if it does. Can't wait to see the direction they're going to go in. So we'll see. 7 and 6 kind of go hand in hand. Coldplay and Radiohead, respectively. 7, 6. Coldplay really needs to go back now. Viva La Vida, despite all its success, I really couldn't stand it outside of Viva La Vida and Lost. Those two songs. Outside of that, I really couldn't stand the album. And Radiohead needs to build off that In Rainbow's success, and they need to put out something just as good as that, because that was the ultimate Radiohead album, in my opinion. I'm not much for their I'm not much for their, like, late 90s, early 2000s stuff. I'm more into the Bends and this album, In Rainbows. That's basically their best, in my opinion. Number 5 is going to be coming out March 15th. I'm so excited. Rise Against Endgame. Rise Against has been very consistent on the rock scene. They know what they are, they stick to what they are, they do what they do, and they're very fucking good at it, and I cannot wait to see their evolution and where they go with their stuff. Don't expect it to be anything new from them, but I expect it to be just as awesome as their other stuff. Number 4 has taken forever to come out, and it's Seethers. They have an album name, bear with me, Holding Onto Strings Better Left to Fray is going to be the name of it. It's due out in May. I went to their concert in September, and they played their lead single, No Resolution, off of it, so we're talking about 9 months later they're supposed to be coming out with an album. This is ridiculous. But I still can't wait for it, and I want to see what they do. Number 3 is summer release, and it's going to be Stain's new album. No title yet, but they are saying that they want this album to be heavier than their latest album. They said every single song on this album is heavy, as heavy or heavier than the heaviest song on the last album, and that excites me, because that means they're going back to Break the Cycle, back to Price to Play, and those type of songs. That's really what I love about Stained. They can do really good ballads, but their heavy stuff is hard to beat. And number 2 and number 1 are like 2 of my top 3 favorite bands of all time coming out with an album this year, so of course they're going to be 2 and 1. Number 2 is The Offspring. They're thinking maybe summer or fall to come out with their new album. They said it could be out now, but it wouldn't be any good, which is true for pretty much any band. So I can't wait to see where they're going to go with this. I don't want to say I want to say the best punk band of all time. I love these guys. Everything they do is amazing, and I can't wait to see it. Another band that everything they do is amazing is the number 1 band on this list, due with an album June, July-ish, Red Hot Chili Peppers. My favorite band of all time. Simply put, the most influential band in my life. And now that John Frusciante is now gone from the guitars, and now we add Josh Klinghoffer, something like that, it's going to be interesting to see where this band goes. But they have changed guitarists plenty times before, so they should not be in dire needs of a sound change. But drummer Chad Smith says they're experimenting with some Afro-pop styles of music based on a trip that him and Klinghoffer took to Africa in the summertime. So it's going to be interesting, because you know their style's going to change now that they're experimenting with Afro-pop. So you know they're going to be a little different than they've been, but I cannot wait to see it, because every time they change styles, they change for the better, usually. So we'll see where it goes. What are your top 10 most anticipated albums of 2011? What do you want to hear this year? I mean, there's a lot of stuff, even for the ladies. Lady Gaga's coming out with an album this year. You guys should be excited, right, ladies?